Welcome to the Univex DR1411 Dough Divider Rounder training video. This video has been created to function as a companion to the instruction manual provided with your machine. This video is in no way a substitute for the instruction manual. Make sure to read and understand your owner's manual before operating the Dough Divider Rounder. Important safety reminders. You must be at least 18 years of age to operate, clean, disassemble, or move the Dough Divider Rounder. Operation by persons under the age of 18 is prohibited. Do not wear loose-hanging clothes to avoid risk of your clothing getting caught in the machine. Never leave the machine unattended when running. Always turn off the power when the machine is not in use. Always shut off the power by disconnecting the electrical plug from the outlet, or turn off power at the source before cleaning or servicing your Dough Divider Rounder. The Univex models DR11 and DR14 are semi-automatic dough dividing and rounding machines which can produce 400 to 600 portions per hour. The DR14 can produce dough portions of between 3.9 and 10.6 ounces, and the DR11 can produce larger dough portions of between 11.3 and 22.9 ounces. Preparing your DR1411 Dough Divider Rounder for use. Make sure the machine is unplugged before assembling your Dough Divider Rounder. The spacers ensure that the divider head and blades sit at the correct height. When assembling the DR11, first put the spacers in place, then place the upper divider section onto the machine and tighten the knobs. When assembling the DR14, put the divider head on first. Then place the spacers on top of the divider head and tighten the knobs. Insert the stainless pan underneath the divider head, making sure to properly align the pan by setting it against the rear dowel pin stops. Note that the dowel pins have two different settings for the DR14 and the DR11 and will need to be placed accordingly. Next, pull forward on the lifting lever to raise the upper rounding plate. Insert the dough tray onto the swing plate. Make sure that the holes and indentations in the tray line up with the front and rear guide pins. Prior to use, the cup tray should be lightly oiled to prevent the dough from sticking during the rounding process. After you have oiled the rounding cup frame, place it onto the machine by sliding it into the guides on the upper plate and tightening the two wing nuts on top to hold it in place. Your divider rounder is now ready for use. Using the DR1411 Dough Divider Rounder. The DR11 divides dough into 11 equally measured portions, and the DR14 divides dough into 14 equally measured portions. Before using the machine, you should first calculate the appropriate weight of the dough to be placed in the stainless pan. For example, to make 11 8-ounce dough portions using the DR11, multiply 8 ounces by 11 and make initial dough portions of 88 ounces or 5.5 pounds each. To make 14 8-ounce dough portions using the DR14, multiply 8 ounces by 14 and make initial dough portions of 112 ounces or 7 pounds each. Connect the power, turn the machine on, and check to make sure that the stop button is not engaged. Set the timer to your desired rounding time. Note that the timer increments are set for tenths of a minute or 6 seconds each. Also note that the machine will not operate if the timer has not been set. With your right hand, push slightly forward on the lifting lever and release the handle lock lever with your left hand. Pull the lifting lever up to lower the upper plate and release the divider pan. Before cutting your dough, oil the divider pan to prevent the dough from sticking. Then place your uncut dough portion into the stainless pan and pat it down to distribute the dough evenly. Insert the filled pan underneath the divider head. With your right hand, pull down on the lifting lever and disengage the divider release lever with your left hand. Then pull the lifting lever all the way down. This will fully raise the pan and release the knives. Once cutting is complete, the handle lock will engage to hold the upper rounding plate in the raised position. Remove the dough tray. To release the pan, push slightly forward on the lifting lever with your right hand, disengage the handle lock lever with your left hand, and raise the lifting lever up. Remove the pan from the machine and place your cut dough portions into the receptacles on the dough tray. Place another uncut dough portion into the stainless pan and press the dough down to ensure that it will be cut evenly. Insert the filled pan underneath the divider head and align it with the dowel pin stops. Cut the dough by pulling down on the lifting lever with your right hand and disengaging the divider release lever with your left hand. Insert the filled dough tray onto the lower rounding plate, aligning the holes in the tray with the guide pins. To begin rounding your dough, with your right hand, push slightly forward on the lifting lever and release the handle lock lever with your left hand. Press the start button and pull the lifting lever up to begin the rounding action. Lower the dough tray slowly to ensure that the dough portions are fully encompassed within the orbit of the rotating cups. Once the cup tray is lowered, remove the stainless pan and replace with a new filled dough pan. If the timing cycle has completed, the machine must be restarted before raising the cup tray to prevent the dough from sticking. Press the start button, pull down on the lifting lever, and disengage the divider release lever to cut the dough in the pan. Remove the tray from the machine and remove your rounded dough portions from the tray. Repeat the process as necessary until you have finished dividing and rounding all of your dough. DR1411 Dough Divider Rounder Cleaning. Turn off the power and unplug the machine prior to cleaning. The upper divider section and cup tray can be removed from the machine for easy cleaning. To remove the cup tray, loosen the two wing nuts located on the top of the upper rounding plate and slide the cup tray out the front. To remove the upper divider section, loosen the knobs on top of the machine. Use a mild detergent and warm water to clean the outside of your machine, the divider pan, dough tray, and cup tray. The upper divider section may also be cleaned with mild detergent and warm water, but should not be fully submerged. Thanks for watching the Univex DR1411 Dough Divider Rounder training video. If you have any further questions, contact Univex at 800-258-6358, sales@univexcorp.com, or visit us on the web at www.univexcorp.com.